to the Wednesday Word. I'm Brother DJ, and I'd like to welcome you back another week to the 100th episode of the Wednesday Word. I'd like to take this time to thank all of you, all of the subscribers, the non-subscribers, any of you that have clicked on this video, that have liked the videos, and that have taken the time to stop by with the Wednesday Word to be inspired, encouraged, and enriched. This is the 100th episode of the Wednesday Word, and I just want to salute you and say thank you for all of your support. Today's Wednesday Word, no straw for bricks. I was taught in my training that I was not to ever teach the newspaper. I'm not to teach the broadcast. One of my professors, Dr. Holmes, used to always say, watch the video, keep your eye on the video. Well, I've watched since I was a kid. I've watched as kids were shot with fire hoses and tumbled down the streets. I've watched where young men and young women were attacked by police dogs. I've watched where men, grown men, use billy clubs to beat up children and kids. I've watched as Martin Luther King Jr. has been assassinated. I've watched as John F. Kennedy was assassinated. I've watched, and I've watched. And I've come to the conclusion that in this country, where we treat pets and animals better than we treat people, there has got to be a change. My heart is heavy today because of the things that are going on in our society. And I would really be upset, except that I know that God is in control. And so today I just want to share with you how I know that God is in control. You see, back in Exodus, it was Moses who went to Pharaoh and asked Pharaoh to let God's people go only so they could go and worship the Lord their God. Let us go so we can go and worship the Lord our God. And if you pick me up right here in Exodus chapter 5, and verse 9 says, let their more work be laid upon the men, that they labor therein, and let them not regard vain words. Make them work, keep them working harder, so that they pay no attention. The NIV says, so that they pay no attention to the lies. No straw for bricks is a metaphor for the life that we are now living. You see, society sometimes says don't give them straw to make bricks, because straw is an important building material. Without straw, the bricks will not be held together and they will not be strong. Straw is a building material. So if we don't give you straw, then you have no materials in which to build not only your lives, not only your futures, not only your houses, but you have no material in which to build your future. Without straw, there can be no building. Because if you don't have the straw to put in the bricks, then you don't have bricks to make the foundation. You don't have bricks to build the building. You don't have bricks to build the structure. So with no straw, you cannot even produce a structure. And so I take solace in the Word of God today, where society says keep them working so that they do not pay attention to lies. I need you all to understand in this time and in this season, now is the time not to pay attention to lies. Do not pay attention to all the lies that are going on. If you read further in the book of Exodus, you will see that the Lord was patient with Pharaoh. He let Pharaoh run his course, let him do his thing. But in the end, God's people prevailed. In the end, God's people were allowed to go out and worship their Lord. Today, I want to remind you that no matter what's going on, no matter how you're feeling, no matter how this thing is playing out in your life, I want to encourage you not to be frustrated. I want to encourage you not to be depressed. I want to encourage you that we will continue to gather the straw on our own to make our own bricks, so that we will have materials for our own lives, and we will be able to build our own structures and our own foundations and our own buildings only by the grace of God. I admonish you today, my brothers and my sisters, to be ye not weary in well-doing, for in due season ye shall reap, if you faint not. No straw for bricks is applicable today. I want to encourage you that your life is important. Your dreams are important. And your future is important. I want to encourage you today to always look up and to always remember that God, our God, is in control. There is nothing that he does not see. A little bird that falls to the ground, he sees. The very hairs of your head, because I don't have hair, the very hairs of your head, he counts. And he knows. You don't understand that God is in control. We have nothing to fear, for he will deliver us. That's the Wednesday word for today. And remember this, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. So call God. He'd love to hear from you. And hey, don't forget to vote. Bye-bye now.